Okay, now we will proceed to question number 6 from exercise 9.1. Question is quite simple. What will be volume of cube having length of h 7.5 centimeter? Now here only one dimension is given because the figure is cube. For cube, length is same as breadth is same as height. So now directly we will go with the formula. Volume of cube is equal to L cube. Okay. Now volume of cube we have to calculate it. So volume of cube equal to L. L means length of h, that is 7.5 cube. Now here in rough you will have to calculate the cube of 7.5, means 7.5 into 7.5 into 7.5, and when you cube it out your answer will be 421.88. Now since it is volume you will use centimeter cube. So volume of cube is equal to 421.88 centimeter cube. Very simple problem. Length of the edge of the cube is given to you. You have to just put the formula for volume and make the required calculations. Okay? Okay. So up to now we have studied cube and cuboid. Now we will go to the next figure, that is cylinder. We have also seen examples on cube and cuboid from exercise 9.1. Now we will go for next figure, that is cylinder. Now cylinder, if you just roll the paper, you will get the shape of a cylinder. Okay. So cylinder has two curved surfaces and two vertical surfaces. Okay. So here this is the form of, or this is the picture of a cylinder. This curved surface, we will take this as radius of the cylinder, that is r, and this will be the height of the cylinder, that is h. So here I will say radius is equal to r, height is equal to h. Now for cylinder we have curved surface area. The area of this curved surface is given as 2 pi r h, because this is circumference. So 2 pi r into this height will give you curved surface area of the cylinder. Now total surface area. Total surface area means curved surface plus this inside surface. So that is total surface area. It is given by 2 pi r plus h. Okay. This is total surface area for cylinder, and volume of the cylinder is given as pi r square into h, because volume means the capacity of the cylinder. It is spherical in shape, so it is area of circle pi r square into, since it has height, you will multiply it by height. Now regarding the units, both of this is area, so it will be centimeter square or meter square as the case may be, and this is volume, so centimeter cube or meter cube. So these are the formulas for cylinder. Cylinder, you have two circular faces with height. So radius of the face will be r, height will be h. So please note down the formulas for cylinder. Now we will go to the next figure, that is cone. All of you must have eaten ice cream, your favorite dish. Okay, the ice cream that you have eaten is in cone. So that is your cone. I have just put it upside down. So a cone has a curved surface area. This is triangle and circle. When you fix it together, it will form a cone. Okay. So now we will just name the cone. So here I will say A, this is O, this is B. Okay. So here radius of curved surface is, let us say, as R. Okay. Height is H. As we can see, this is AO is the height of the cone, that is H. Then what is AB? AB is called slant height. And that is denoted by the letter L. So what will be the formula for slant height? See here, AOB is a right angle triangle because this is the height, this is the radius. Height is perpendicular to the radius. So in triangle AOB. Now in any right angle triangle, using Pythagoras theorem, for right angle triangle, if we use Pythagoras theorem, what does Pythagoras theorem state? Hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus another side square. Now in this case, AB is your hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square AB square equal to AO square plus OB square. Now we will just fill the values in it. So AB is L square is equal to H square plus R square, and this is the formula for slant height, that is L, of a cone. Cone has two heights. This is your regular height and this is your slant height, which is a bit slanting. Okay, so that is called as your slant height of the cone, and it is given by the formula L square is equal to H square plus R square. Now we will go to surface area of cone. Next point is surface area of cone. Now the cone has two surfaces. One is your curved surface, which is circular in the form and it is at the base, and other is your curved surface. Okay, so cone has two surfaces, circular base and the curved surface. Now what is the area of circular base? Means the circle. It is given as pi r square, and total surface and curved surface of the cone. Curved surface. The curved surface of cone is given by the formula pi r l. Okay. So now when we combine both these equations, I will say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. When we combine both the equations, we will get the total surface area of the cone. So how will we calculate the total surface area? So we will have to add. Total means area of circular base plus area of curved surface. So total surface area is given as total surface area. It is addition of these two equations and it will be given as pi r square plus pi r l. So pi and 1 r we will take it as common, r plus l. So this is the equation for total surface area of cone. Okay. Now we will go to volume. Volume of cone. I'll just take it on this side. Volume means the capacity of the cone. Okay. So volume of cone is equal to volume of cylinder, which is pi r square h, but it will be 1/3 because here volume of cone is given by the formula 1/3 pi r square h. This is the volume of cone. Okay, please note down the formulas. Now, just now we have seen the formulas for cone and cylinder. We'll just take a quick practice of these formulas by doing some examples. So, example question 7 from exercise 9.1. I'll just read out. Radius of base of cylinder. So, here I have taken a cylinder. The radius, that is r, it is given to you as 20 centimeter and height is 13. So this h is 13, this radius is 20 centimeter. Find curved surface area and total surface area. Okay, we have to find two areas, direct formulas which we have noted previously. So now here, first I will say radius of cylinder equal to r equal to 20 centimeter. Okay, and height of cylinder equal to h equal to 13 centimeter. I'll just rewrite this so that okay. Now here we need to calculate curved surface area and total surface area. So curved surface area is given by the formula 2 pi r h. For cylinder, the curved surface area means the circular surface area. So it is like circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. You have studied it in the previous classes, into height of the cylinder, that will be h. So this is the formula for curved surface area. Now here we will put the values. So 2 into this value of pi. They have given you in the question that you are going to use the value of pi as 3.14. So 2 into 3.14 into r. R is the radius. Radius they have given to you as 20 into height of the cylinder is 13. So here when you put all the values, now you have to make some easy calculations, some multiplications, and then the curved surface area after you do all this multiplication will come to 1632.80. Now since it is an area, you will say centimeter square. Okay, very easy, very simple calculation. You will just have to multiply all the numbers. Okay. Now next is total surface area. Total surface area for cylinder is given as total surface. Now total surface area is given by the formula 2 pi r plus h. Okay. simple formula and very simple calculations. So 2 into pi. Pi we are taking it as 3.14 into r. R is the radius. Radius it is given as 20 and here 20 plus 13. So obviously first we will have to solve this bracket. 20 plus 13 will give you 33. So next calculation is 2 into 3.14 into 20 into 33. And when you calculate all these things, when you multiply all these things, you will get the answer as 4144.80 centimeter square. This is how we calculate the total surface area of cylinder. Okay, very easy sum. Direct formulas we are using for curved surface area 2 pi r h and for total surface area 2 pi r plus h. Please note it down. Okay. Now we will come to last question of exercise 9.1, question number 8. I'll just quickly read out the question for you. The curved surface area of cylinder, the figure given is cylinder here, is 1980 centimeter square. So the curved surface area is given to you as 1980. So here I will just note it down. Curved surface area is equal to 1980 centimeter square. And radius of its base. So radius of cylinder, base is the cylinder, radius of its base is given to you as 15 centimeter and we have to find the height of the cylinder. Okay. Now here we have to use the formula for curved surface area. Okay. So curved surface area of cylinder is given by the formula 2 pi r h. We have just seen previously the curved surface area of cylinder is given by the formula 2 pi r h. Now here below the curved surface area we will write it as 1980 is equal to 2 into pi value is given to you in the question as 22/7. You have two values for pi. In the previous example, we have taken it as 3.14, which is same as 22/7. Which one to use depends upon the calculations. Okay. Now here into r. R is the radius. Radius we are going to take it as 15. It is given to you. And h, height, we need to calculate it. So height of the cylinder is h. Okay. So now here the calculation part is very simple. We will keep h here as it is. This 7 which is in the denominator will go up. So 1980 into h divided by these three quantities will come down. 2 into 22 into 15 is equal to h. By mistake I had written h there. So 1980 into 7 is equal to 2 into 22 into 15. Whatever is in the numerator will come in the denominator. Whatever is in the denominator will go in the numerator. Now we will have to just calculate this, and after making certain calculations you will get height of the cylinder as 21 is equal to h. Now what 21? 21 centimeter, because radius is given in centimeter. So here you will say height of cylinder equal to 21 centimeter, and this is your answer. Okay, the calculation part is very simple. When you perform this calculation, now how can you perform it? the calculations, you'll have to multiply, divide and perform the calculations. So we will just see the calculation part. It is very easy. 15 ones are 15. 15 ones are 15. You have 4 remaining. 15 threes are 45. You have 3 remaining. 15 twos are 30. Okay. Now 11 twos are 22. 11 ones are 11. 2 remaining. 11 twos are 22. 2 ones are 2. 2 sixes are 12. 2 ones are 2. 2 threes are 6. 7 into 3. You will get height of the cylinder as 21 centimeter. Very easy calculations. Now we will just take a overview, or we will just recall the formulas for cone, because exercise 9.2 is entirely based on the figure of cone. Okay, so we will just take a quick overview of it. This is a cone. It has curved surface area and this is in the triangular form. So now here, area of base of cone. The base of cone is in the form of circle. So here we will take area of base of cone as pi r square. Okay. Then slant height. This is the slant height of the cone. Okay. So slant height of the cone is given as L square is equal to r square plus h square. We had seen it previously by Pythagoras theorem. L square is equal to r square plus h square. Then curved surface area of the cone. The curved surface area of the cone is given as pi r L. Okay. Then total surface area of the cone. Total surface area means curved surface area plus this area. So it will be pi r plus L. And volume of the cone. Capacity of the cone. How much ice cream you can have it in the cone. So that is called as volume. Volume of the cone is given as 1 by 3 into pi r square h. Okay, that is volume of the cone. So these are the formulas for cone. Just write it down. So now we have seen the formulas for cone. I have just kept it on one side so that you can recall it properly. Now exercise 9.2 question 1. The perpendicular height of cone is 12 centimeter. Okay, and slant height is 13 centimeter. Now this is your cone. It has two heights. This is your perpendicular height, which is straight, and this is your slant height. Okay, so here slant height is denoted by L, perpendicular height is denoted by H, radius by R. So in given thing, radius R we have to find out. H is equal to, it is given to you, perpendicular height 12 centimeter and slant height, that is L, is 13 centimeter. So we have to calculate R, that is radius of the base. Now these are the formulas. So we will use this formula. Slant height L square is equal to R square plus H square. Because we have L, we have H, we can calculate R. Okay, so we will just write the formula. L square is equal to R square plus H square. Okay, now we will just fill the values. L, it is given you 13 square is equal to R square plus H is 12, so 12 square. 13 square 169, R square plus 144. 12 square is 144. You need to learn the squares up to 30, so it will be easy for you to calculate. Now this 144 will come on this side. It is plus 144. When it changes the side, it will be minus. So 169 minus 144 equal to r square. So after you perform this subtraction, we will get it as 25. 25 equal to r square. But we want r. So to find r, we will have to take the square root of 25. And we all know very well square root of 25 is 5. So 5 equal to r. This means radius of base of cone equal to 5. What are the units? Height is given in centimeter, slant height is given in centimeter, so radius will also be in centimeter. Very easy calculation, very easy formula. Direct formula we are using for slant height. L square is equal to r square plus h square. Note it down. Now we will go to practice exercise 9.2, question 2. I'll just read out the question 2. Find volume of the cone. So we need to find the volume of the cone. If it's total surface area, so this is a cone, total surface area is given as 7128 centimeter square and radius of base. So radius r, this is the radius, it is given as 28 centimeter. Only two dimensions are given. So we need first height, then slant height, and then we can calculate volume of the cone. Okay, so here first we need to find the height, then slant height of the cone, and then we will go to calculate volume of the cone. So first, using this given quantity, that is total surface area, we will find length, okay, L, that is slant height of the cone. Now formula for total surface area is yes, we have just done it. Formula for total surface area is pi r plus L. Okay, total surface area is given as 7128 is equal to pi 22 by 7 into r is 28 bracket 28 plus L we need to find out. Okay, that is the slant height. So here I will say slant height equal to L equal to question mark and height equal to H equal to question mark. Now the calculation part is very simple. Whatever is in the denominator will go in the numerator. So 7128 into 7 upon 22 into 28 is equal to 28 plus n. Okay. So after you perform this calculation by reducing it, 81 you will get the answer as 81. So 81 is equal to 28 plus n. Now this 28 will have to shift it on the other side. It is plus 28. When it comes on the other side, it will be minus 28. So 81 minus 28, you will get it as 53, which is your slant height. Okay, so first dimension we have got it, slant height. Now using this formula of slant height, we need to calculate h. Okay, so I'll just write the formula. L square is equal to r square plus h square. So slant height is 53 square equal to 28 square plus h square. So now 53 square is 2809. You'll need to calculate it. 53 into 53. 28 square is 764 plus h square. Now this 764 you will shift it on this side. I'll just write it here. After you perform the subtraction, you will get it as h square is equal to 2025. 2809 minus 764 is 2025 is equal to h square. Now we will have to calculate the square root of 2025. So now the end two digits are 25. So it is going to be the square of 5. Any number that is ending with 5. So you either check for 30 or you go for 40, and after you perform it, it is 45. So now perpendicular height of the cone we have got it as 45. Slant height of the cone we have got it as 53. Now we need to calculate the volume of the cone. Okay. So here I'll just rub it out. Okay. So now we have calculated slant height. We have calculated perpendicular height. Now the last part of this sum is we need to calculate volume. So here I'll just write it. Volume of the cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. This is the formula for volume. Now we will just fill it out. 1 by 3 pi. The value of pi, we will take it as 22.7 into r square. Radius is given to you as 28 into 28 into height of the cone. We have calculated it as 45. So here, now just see the calculation part. 7 ones are 7, 7 fours are 28, 3 ones are 3, 3 15s are 45, and now we will have to multiply this. 22 into 28 into 4 into 15, and after we multiply all these four numbers, we will get 36960 centimeter cube, because it is volume. It is a multiplication of quantities. So the unit is centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the volume of the cone. So at the end you will write slant height 53. You need to mention the units, that is centimeter. Perpendicular height h 45 centimeter, and volume 3690 centimeter cube. Okay, note it down. Okay. Question 3 from exercise 9.2 is quite simple. You will try it on your own. Now we will go to question 4 of exercise 9.2. Okay. The question is, what will be the cost? Means we have to calculate the cost of making closed cone. Okay, a cone is there. We need to calculate the cost of making a closed cone of tin sheet having radius of base 6 meter. So here r is equal to 6 meter. We have to make a closed cone like this. First we will draw the figure here. The radius of the cone is given to you as 6 meter, and slant height. This is the slant height of the cone. Cone has two heights, a perpendicular height and a slant height. Slant height is 8 meter. Okay. So now to make the cone, we will have to calculate total surface area. Okay. First we will calculate the total surface area. Now how come we will know that what we need to calculate? The rate is given meter square. When the rate is given in square, it means you need to calculate the area. Okay. So total surface area of cone is given by the formula pi r plus n. Okay. Now we have the slant height here, we have the radius here, so we can calculate total surface area of the cone. We will just put the values. Pi value, it is not given, so you can take it as per your convenience, 3.14 or 22/7. So here I will say 22/7 into r, radius is 6 plus slant height is given as 8. Okay. So now very easy calculation, 22/7 into 6 into 14, 6 plus 8. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So total surface area for the cone will be 264 meters square. When we multiply 22 with 6 and then again with 2, we will get it as 264 meters square. Okay. Now we need to calculate cost. Okay. So cost of making closed cone is equal to, what will be the formula? Rate into total area, that is rate multiplied by total surface area of cone. Very easy calculation. The rate is given 10 rupees per meter square, means for 1 meter square you will require 10 rupees. So we have 264 meters square. So it will be 10 into 264 and that will be rupees. The rate will be in rupees. Cost will be in rupees. 2640. Very easy calculation. To find the cost, first we will need to calculate total surface area of the cone using the formula, and then for that total surface area we will multiply it by rate. So that will be 2640 meter square. Okay, very easy sum. And a different one, please note it down. Some examples from the exercise 9.2 are very simple, like the third one. So I have left it for you. Fourth one I have solved it. Now we will come to question 5 of exercise 9.2. This is also very simple. You have to directly use the formula. First I will read out the sum for you. Volume of cone is 6280 centimeter cube. Volume is given and base radius is 30 centimeter. So we will just note it down. Volume is equal to V is equal to 6280 centimeter cube. Radius equal to R equal to 30 centimeter. And now we are required to find perpendicular height, that is the letter for perpendicular height. For a cone we have two heights, so perpendicular height is H and we give a question mark. Okay, now directly we will use the formula for volume of the cone. So volume of cone equal to, yes, We have done the formula previously also. Volume of cone is given by the formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. Simple and direct formula. We will just substitute the values. Volume of the cone is 6280 is equal to 1 by 3. The value of pi is given to you here as 3.14. So we will take that value 3.14 into r square, radius square 30 into 30 into h we need to calculate. Now to perform the calculation, first we will remove this decimal point so that it will be easy for us to calculate. So it will be 6280 is equal to 1 by 3 into 314 upon 100. 2 digits after the decimal point, so we have added 2 zeros at the denominator, into 30 into 30 into h. Now the calculation is pretty simple. We will just cancel out these 2 zeros. Whatever is in the numerator will go in the denominator on left hand side, and the numbers in the denominator will go in the numerator on left hand side. So 6280 into 3 upon 314 into 3 into 3 equal to h. Okay. So here, the radius is 20. Suppose there is some mistake in the calculation. So if we take 30, then 314, 2s are 628, 0 as it is, 3 cancelled out with 3. So we get 20 upon 3, which is going to be in decimal point, or there could be a correction in the example. Here it is 20. So if we take it by 20, then the answer will go correct according to your textbook. So here it will be into 2 into 2. Okay. So here when you perform this calculation, 20 into 3, I'll just write it down this side, 20 into 3 divided by 4 is equal to h, and then 15 is equal to h. So I suppose the value given in the question in textbook is misprinted. We will take it as 20 centimeter as radius of the base, and then we come accurately to the answer as height equal to 15 centimeter. This is the perpendicular height of the cone. So therefore, perpendicular height is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay. Please note down the correction. Radius of the base, we will take it as 20 centimeter. Now we will go to example 9 of exercise 9.2. A bit different example. We are using the same formulas, but the example is given a bit differently. There are 25 persons in a tent which is conical in shape. So the tent is like this. It is in the form of cone. And here in this tent there are 25 persons inside. So that is volume. Every person needs an area of 4 meters square. So inside this tent there are 25 persons and each person needs 4 meters square. So first we will write the given quantities. Area of or area for each person is equal to 4 meter squares. Number of persons 25, and height, this is the perpendicular height of the cone, so that is given by h, 18 meter. Okay, now first if we see it carefully, the base area of the cone means the area of circle, correct? Now we have to find first the base area of the cone. So area of circular base of cone. Formula is very simple. Number of persons into area of each person. Now circular base means pi r square is equal to 25 into 4. So pi r square gets equal to 100. So the circular base of the cone is having the area 100, obviously meter square. Now we need to calculate volume of the cone. So volume of cone equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now here we will just put the values. 1 by 3 pi r square means 100, because pi r square, that is area of circular base, and that we have calculated it as 100. So into 100 into height of the cone is 18. The calculation is very simple. 3 1s are 3, 3 6s are 18. So volume of the cone is 6 into 100, and that is 600. The unit is given in meters, so meter cube or cubic meters. Very simple problem. You just have to get the trick of it. The trick is that circular area of circular base of the cone. The cone is in the form of circle at the bottom. So the area of circular base will be given as number of persons into area required for one person, and that is 100. Now this pi r square value, directly we will substitute it here in the formula for volume, and you will get the answer. Very simple problem. Please note it down. Now the last sum from exercise 9.2, question 10. First I will read it out. In a field, dry fodder for cattle को जो हम फीड करते हैं उसे fodder बोलते हैं, is heaped in a conical shape, means it is in the form of again cone. The height of cone is 2.1. Whenever height is given, it is perpendicular height. So here I will say h is equal to 2.1, and diameter of base. So diameter of base is given as 7.2 m. Now diameter, when we want to calculate radius, it is half of the diameter. So radius of base is equal to r is equal to d by 2. That will be 7.2 by 2, and that is 3.6 meter. Okay, so I'll just write it down here, 3.6 meter. So that will be the radius. This is the first trick in the problem. The diameter is given to you. From that we will need to calculate radius. Now find volume of the fodder. So we need to find volume of fodder. It is in the form of conical shape. So volume of conical fodder equal to volume of cone 1 by 3 pi r square h. This is the formula. So here 1 by 3, the value of pi is given to you as 3.14, r 3.6, 3.6 and h as 2.1. So we will have to perform this calculation and then we will have to solve it. The value of pi, you can use 22 by 7 also. So it will be easy for calculation. When we perform this calculation, we get the volume as 28.512 meter cube, because radius and height are in meter, so we will get it as meter cube. This is volume of the conical shaped fodder. Okay. Now one part is completed. Now we need to find if it is to be curved. Now the cone needs to be curved around. Means we will have to calculate total surface area, because we need to cover it totally. How much polythene is needed? Now to calculate the total surface area, we need the slant height also. So first, after calculating the volume, we will calculate slant height using the formula L square is equal to R square plus H square. Okay, R is given to you, so L square is equal to R is 3.6 square plus H is 2.1 square. So L square will be 17.37 and root of this is given as 4.17. So L will be 4.17 meter. Directly you will calculate it. L square is 17.37. So root of L, that is root of 17.37 is 4.17. Now the last part, to cover it. To cover it, the polythene required means we need to calculate curved surface area of the conical fodder. Okay, to cover it, curved surface area. So curved surface area is equal to, the formula for curved surface area of the cone is pi r L. Now why not total surface area? Because you don't need to cover the cone from the bottom, because the fodder is placed like this. So only the upper part you need to cover it. The base is on the ground itself. So curved surface area we will calculate it. 22 by 7 into R is 3.6 into L, we have calculated it just now, it is 4.17. So when we multiply this and divide, we will get the answer as curved surface area is 47.18 meter square. So now this much is the curved surface area, means this much polythene is required to cover the conical shaped fodder. So polythene required equal to 47.18 meter square. Okay, we will just see what all things we have been given. Height is given to you. Diameter, from diameter we will calculate the radius. From radius, first we will calculate the volume of the cone by using direct formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. Then to cover the fodder, we need to calculate the curved surface area and not total surface area. Total means we will cover it from the bottom also, that from the bottom it is not needed. So we will calculate the curved surface area by using the formula pi r L. But to calculate, first we need to calculate L using the formula L square is equal to r square plus h square, and then we calculate the curved surface area of the cone. Okay, very easy sum. You just have to read it carefully. Please note down. Now we will come to the last part of this chapter, sphere. Sphere, similar to a ball. You have seen a ball. This is in the form of sphere. It is fully filled. It is not hollow. So this is a sphere. Now we need to find surface area and volume of sphere. So we will take the formulas for this. This is a sphere. This is the radius of the sphere. It doesn't have any height. Sphere को height नहीं होती. So this is the surface area of this is a sphere. Now to find the surface area of sphere. Surface area of sphere is given by the formula 4 pi r square. Pi r square is area of circle into 4. Okay, so this is surface area of sphere, and volume of sphere is given by the formula 4 by 3 pi r square. Okay, 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the surface area and volume formulas for sphere. Okay, surface area 4 pi r square and volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. These are the formulas for surface area and volume. Now we will come to hemisphere. Hemisphere means half sphere. Okay, so here I have drawn the figure also for hemisphere. So surface area of hemisphere it is half of sphere. So this divided by 2, so it will be 2 pi r square. Volume of hemisphere, it is half of volume of sphere. So it will be 4 by 3 divided by 2. So that is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now one more formula related to sphere is total surface area of solid hemisphere. That is this. The total surface area is combination of area of circle plus area of hemisphere. Surface area of hemisphere plus area of circle. So that will be 2 pi r square plus pi r square, and that is 3 pi r square. Please note the formulas. So here sphere and hemisphere, half sphere is called as hemisphere. So formulas I have written it accordingly. Surface area for sphere is 4 pi r square. Surface area of hemisphere, half of this 2 pi r square. Okay, see here the figures also will show you. Volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube. R cube, it doesn't have height. Sphere को height नहीं होती. Have you seen any ball having a height? No. So ball is spherical in shape. It will only have radius. So volume of sphere is this. Volume of hemisphere, hemi, half of sphere. So volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now total surface area, you don't have it for sphere, we have it for hemisphere. So total surface area of hemisphere is area of circle plus surface area of hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square plus pi r square. Area of circle is given as pi r square and area of hemisphere is given as 2 pi r square. So it will come to 3 pi r square. The units for volume, it will be centimeter cube or meter cube as the dimensions are given. For area, it will be centimeter square or meter square as the dimensions are given. Okay, take a note of this.